When I started to support James, I wrote him a letter that apparently he kept for many years, and explaining to him that I would be helping him with an education. And I wrote in that letter that what I was doing for him, he did not owe me anything, but I was hoping that it wasn't a present, it was an obligation, meaning that he would pass something on to others, the chance that he had received, and give it, pay it forward to somebody else. And of course he was, I think, 15 at the time, and there's no knowing that would fall on fertile ground. But I'm very happy to see that it has, and that James eventually started the Starlight Family School, which he is now running.
Welcome, visitors. This is the class. You are most welcome.
Thank you. Sit down.
You are welcome.
Yeah.
You're most welcome. This is top class.
So, David, this is one of the kids from nursery, kindergarten. They are just starting, to learn how to speak English. So, you are most welcome.
Very nice, thank you.
My name is Lukjamuzi James. It was a long time ago, in 2000, maybe. I was under the care of St. Noah's Family Orphanage Home, used to be in Kiboga district, Uganda. Then, I don't know how the opportunity came to me to be anointed by the man called David Peter Amrein. I used to grow up by the orphanage, but the caretaker, they always told me that I had somebody who was paying for me for tuition, medication, and everything I need for my education. Then time came, by the time the orphanage was to close down, but I was again get an opportunity from one of the caretaker mothers who gave him a small letter which was containing all the address and some message, good message from David Peter. After growing up, I get to know how to read and write. Then I picked my letter I used to save for a long time ago, but it was surprising. After reading it, it was saying, "Hello James, it's me, David, who is trying to support you in your education, but only that I don't need to pay me back, but just promise me to be important person in the future. For example, if you promise to be a priest, if you promise me to be a doctor, if you promise me to be something useful, so that you can help others as I have been helping you." Oh my God, it was really amazing, and it was like a miracle to me. We have now supporting a great number of 260 children who are just from nearby areas to attain education service.
Apart.
Apart.
Together.
Together.
Apart.
Apart.
Together.
Together.
Apart together.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
As Matovu Joseph, I'm also part of the directors of Starlight Nakasagazi Orphanage Home. I have time that I spend with the arts institution, mentoring James into building a good primary school, an orphanage to be to the society. I usually go to meet the teachers, talk about them, because James is not a professional teacher, but I'm a professional teacher. So I get my time, go mentor them, and guide them where they should be directed towards the education. We are grateful to people like Carol Preaching, one of our friends who visited us last year, Mr. David Amrein, and other sponsors who have kept this institution and the orphanage at Starlight going. We hope with the continuous support from all well-wishers all over the world, we can keep the schools and the orphanage going and changing the lives of the people whom we feel that it is only through education that we can emancipate them, empower them with the skills, with the ability to fight against their socio-economic imbalances and injustices. This was our first structure in this institution. We began from temporary structures, like you can see them. There were 6 classrooms going up to the other end. But with your donations, we moved on slowly and began putting up permanent structures, as you can see, the one was up there. We began in 2004 from scratch, and with the time, slowly bought this land, and with the 2006, when you came and started giving us donations, we began putting up permanent structures, getting better teachers, and as I talk, Uganda Matters High School Kiboga has become one of the best schools in the country.
In front of us, we've got these visitors, and we feel so delighted to have them. Let us give them a hand clap.
Thank you very much. It's been a great time here in Kiboga, and I'm happy to see that you're all very busy working on your own future, and wish you all the best for your education and your future.
Raphael Starlight Family Community Organic Training Farm Center has greatly helped the community in that the local poor farmers group from the village can go there and get skills on how to manage the land and on how they can produce their crops, plants organically. Still, the same farm has helped a lot the children to learn how they can transplant the plants or seeds from seed bed to the main garden and on how to water and look after them. This is a terraces, which means that if rain can come, the water can't just go, it can retain here. Then can be collected here to be used by these crops. For example, it can resolve into the soil. What you are seeing here, this is a handmade water reservoir. This one is just temporary. We have just trying to drill it up by hands so that you can get water to irrigate like some vegetables. Sometimes here in Africa we call them money quick earner. These crops can be cabbages, they can be tomatoes, they can be carrots. For those ones, they need water on a daily basis. So you need to irrigate them in the morning and in the evening. Actually, it's not the professional one because this one is just a handmade. But if we have funds, you know, we think of implementing a professional irrigation scheme whereby you will get a big water reservoir done by professional, so that you can also install the water pump, so that you can introduce the modern irrigation system. So this will give us a big chance of being the most farm here in Kiboga to produce fruits throughout the year. This Starlight family, its existence is all about to help those ones in the need, like the people you are seeing in the background. They are just people from poor households who are seeking advice on how to do or to produce their own organic food. So for them, they don't pay anything. What they can do is just to give a time to come and help in, you know, such like weeding the sweet potatoes they are doing. So in that way, for them, they can gain skill.
And they learn, yeah.
Of course. And I met Rafael long time ago selling my tomatoes and cabbages, and he asked me whether I was the one who produced these stuffs. Then I say yes. He asked me, are they organic? I said yes. So he picked the idea of supporting me, starting with the seeds until right now is trying to support me, and he has just sent some money for me to get a certificate in organic farming in one of the best schools here in Uganda, and I'm about to go. Some of the building materials so that you can set all this here at the farm to start a 3 small house room block, which will give us a chance and the opportunity whereby one room here is going to be our farm field office. The second room here is going to be a special room for farm manager. Then the third room you are seeing here is going to be a room, special room for store, where we'll store all our, farm tools, the harvested crops before we take to the market.
The important thing and my purpose is that Starlight family can be economically sustainable. And I believe that this farm is the key element to that, because it allows to grow food and make money for the whole community.
Starlight Family Organization has also set up a home for the orphanage children, and under this home, actually we had 10 of them, the children, to look after there, and the home looks only after for those kids who doesn't have parents. And this home is also facing some problems, like the orphanage home block or house is too small to accommodate all the 10 number of the kids we had. So that's why I myself with my wife, Namaganda Alice, we decided to adopt 4 of the kids. If I may say, like for example, we have Raphael, we have Prosy, we have Tracy, and we have David. We decided to keep those kids because of the smaller space in the house, so we decided to take them with us. Some of the challenges we can meet there in looking after those kids, we can face problem of accommodation, like I can say here, feeding them. Medical problems, sometimes we are very far, there is no clinic here, so sometimes we have problem of medication, and all that, it needs money to keep it going on. So even if we can happen to have the food, there is some problem of clothes. We need to clothe the kids, so that is also part of our challenge. Again, another part of the challenge is providing these children with scholastic materials, which they need annually, year after year. Again, there is a problem of transport and communication. This one, it knocks both sides. The school and the orphanage, we need transportation facility whereby you can be in a position to hurry when the needs of getting to or go to the medical service, like going in the hospital.
Abaana nkeera ku makya nemba tegeka mbanaza singa omu aba alwadde amalwaliro gali wala kati okutuuka ku ddwaliro kitutwalira obudde buwanvu entambula oluusi eba nzibu bwe tuba tugifunye ya ssente nnyingi awaka tetulinawo ntambula tufuna obuzibu mu byetaago nga ebyomunju nga obuliri, emifaliso, engoye, ebyetaago tutwala tulina kufuba nnyo okubifuna. So singa tuba tusobola okufuna atuyambako kiyinza otuyambako oba okutugasa era tuyinza okumwebaza nnyo.
Thank you. Sit down.
You are welcome.
Yeah.
You're most welcome. This is top class.
So, David, this is one of the kids from nursery, kindergarten. They are just starting, to learn how to speak English. So, you are most welcome.
Very nice, thank you.
Yeah.
Stand up.
I am standing here.
Today we are learning about social
Development.
and he's telling us match sound to a picture. Match sound to
Pictures.
our sound is here in this column, eh?
Yes.
Sound E, sound A, sound
C.
sound
A.
F. Our pictures are here. Number one is a flower. Number one is
A flower.
number two is
Cage.
number three is
Egg.
number four is
Apple.
Now who can match for me a sound E to the picture?
Me, madam.
Come. Sound E to a picture. Clap for her.
It is a pleasure.
Match for me the last sound to it is
Me, madam. Me, madam. Me, madam. Me, madam.
good. Clap for her.
It is a pleasure.
Thank you so much. And muture musigale nga musoma bulungi. We love you so much.
Good evening, school.
Good evening, Madam Ashen.
How do you do?
Apart.
Apart?
Apart.
Together.
Together.
Apart?
Apart.
Together.
Together.
Apart together.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
How do you feel?
I feel much better.
How do you feel?
I feel much better.
How was your lunch?
Lunch was okay.
Tomorrow, come early. The last person should reach here at 7:30. When you're clean, put on shoes, wash your uniform, shave the hair. Are you getting?
Yes.
Okay, pray and go home.
Kindly over.
again. Are you feeling better?
Yes.
Yeah, we are feeling what?
Better.
Okay. Tubadde n'omugenyi David Peter Amrein tuyinza obutaddayo okumulaba nga atusiibula kuba tubadde ku ntegekezo okulabika nti netwagala musiibula n'olw'ensonga eyo njagala tubeere nga tumusabira Mukama gy'agenda atuuke emirembe kuba alina byagenda otupulaningira ebirala ebingi ebijja mu maki maaso n'ensaasira omwana gwe bagenda okujja wano kuba togenda kulaba bigenda kukola ki ate mukimanyi ebya Starlight ebibeera bye bisinga so mbasaba nga mumusabire Saala Mukama amuyambe amutuuse bulungi eyebuziba gy'agenda oyite eyo mu bbanga atuuke buki agenda kuba nga akikwasaganyako nakyo kibe ky'amaanyi kibeere nga kitambula bulungi tutegeraganye bulungi muli hape muli betegefu ogenda ewaka kale bye bye kibuleko
The videos is a flower. I shall walk and never to renounce. I'm like a mountain with a spear in my hand, and I'm going with my sheep. My name is Mchivi Descent. Top class. With the books and school and flower, we shall forever truly love. We shall forever in the school and the book will see my flow. The books and school and the flower, we shall forever truly love. We shall forever in the school and the
So when it comes to the point of health, this is really a big challenge to our children, whereby they can face problem of like diseases like malaria, and this is just still serious, caused by mosquitoes bites, and I can talk of waterborne diseases like cough. I can talk of disease caused by contaminated water like a typhoid or typha, and also I can talk of soil diseases like jiggers and fewpoxy, which we need to get solutions and which is still also a bad problem. Even so, government is providing free medication, but you may find that sometimes the drugs are not there yet. We need to meet these drugs somewhere in a private clinic, which is a problem to get them. So when parents here in African nations die, sometimes when the kids left behind, they can start getting some problems like looking after themselves. If I may say, if I'm talking about the girl, they grown up trying to see whether they can get their daily needs, mainly when they can reach the point of teen girls, so they can meet problems like getting what they need, the knickers, etc. Like a sanitary towel. So to get them, it may be something for something where they can find bad guys who can defile them. In this way, they get two things. One point, they can either get AIDS or HIV, or they can get pregnancy, which is too bad. So we may find that a girl can miss education, can miss livelihood of youth. So that's how they end up get unwanted pregnancy diseases.
Starlight Family Charity Organization in Kiboga is a social charity organization. Starlight Family Charity Organization is running the orphanage school, it's running the orphanage home center, it's running the organic farm, it's also having a group of farmers association of both women and men. It's also having a group of women, handicraft women group, who are making crafts to sell, to raise money to run the Starlight Family Charity Organization.
So they are making crafts, just any money they get from here, it comes direct to Starlight to support the school, to support, to support the programs like buying kids scholastic materials, like helping in feeding, getting food, and also to support the orphanage. So in this group of the Starlight Family Farmers Association and Saving Association, that's where we found the program of craft making. In this, they make, as you see, their things, they make them naturally, and they use the, you know, the local materials. As you can see, this one, they can make, they make grass, things which they can make from natural banana fibers.
These are some beans I've been given from somebody, a member of the Starlight Family Farmers Association, and they look very nice. We're going to have a nice meal of beans tonight.
Wamu n'okulaba nti tuyambibwa okubeera nga tutukola ki tetusaba nnyo ssente baami baffe era kyekyatuteesaawo gurupu eno tubeere nga tuliko emikeeka gino tuggyamu kasente.
I hope to improve all the situation about the home. If I can happen to get funding blessing, I can get good people to work with me so that I can expand the house if I get money to expand the house. And also I hope in the future we hope to establish a small human clinic at our premises at the school so that the children can easily get the medical first help so that it can intervene or improve their health standards.
Starlight Family is a whole social project. It's a school at the center and an orphanage, but it has a farm for sustainability, for training of farmers. The women are involved with handicraft. There's a savings association, so it energizes the entire community. That is the vision of Starlight Family. After visiting the entire project for the last 2 weeks, I'm very happy to see that a lot of progress has been made. Many things are up and running, and I believe that in the next few years we can take it several steps forward from here, and I would like to invite everybody who finds it in their heart to support this project and help us make a better world.
The board of directors, Starlight Family Charity Organization, and first and foremost, join me to give a clap for welcoming Mr. David Peter Amrein in Uganda.
Thank you.
Allow me to introduce them to you one by one. Who is he? What is he or she doing? You know very well that there is one who is missing, very important, Janet Auma, and she's doing a great job there as a caretaker mother at the home, and she's there busy still doing that work. So he said, sorry, I may not be there since you have been meeting her in person. So let us start from the other side, and that one is my right hand as my wife, Namaganda Alice. She's the treasurer, Starlight Charity Organization, and she is on part of those signatories on our account who can prove to get the money out of the account to use it in the organization. So Alice, you can say hi to David Peter, our supporter.
Hi.
So that is the treasurer, Starlight Family Charity Organization. Again, I'm the director,
next to you here by the names of Lukjamuzi James, and I'm trying to see that we can put whatever we can decide as a final man to put or to implement any program. So the next man here is Kasumba Siraje. The man is a field officer, Starlight family, responsible for any project to be inspected, and actually he was responsible to take you around to each project we are doing. But I think you remember the time you came, there was occasion of welcoming the king, so he was among the king's men of this side, so he was actually fixed with a lot of work to do. So the next one is Mr. Matovu Joseph. When I start to talk about that man, we can even take the whole night talking about that man. He is the board of director advisor. It is about me and also my mentor at the school there and all what I'm doing, but executive advisor of Starlight Charity Organization, and partly he sometimes support a lot in the field of education. So if I'm not around, he can take over. So the next man is Kaziwe George William. That one is youth. He's in charge of all the youth, like those ones who may need pads, those ones who need some economic support ventures in what they do, like a pottery, animal rearing, is responsible about that. So we are the group of those people who wish or who are helping me to see that you can go on with all that work. Not me alone, I can't do that. So they are very, very happy to meet you, and actually using the one voice, they asked me to pass you this message that they are so sorry to not being attending the time by the time you have arrived.
Thank you, Mr. David. In fact, I'm happy. I'm happy for your visiting us here, sir. And everything which is sent to us, we get it. And we are happy for the support. We are happy for everything. Sir, nothing to say, but to say everything comes from God.
Thank you.
I'm Mr. Matovu Joseph. I'm pleased to meet you, Mr. David, once again, and I thank you for the support that you have been given to Starlight Orphanage. And we are happy that this time you have come to see with your naked eyes the work we do. We hope to work together to promote the lives of the people we serve. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Wow, Mr. David. Hi. You are fine, I think. Okay, my English is not very good. Let me use my local language. I think Mr. Lukjamuzi will help me. I'm Kasumba Siraje. Sina nnyo by'amaanyi bye nnyinza kwogera, naye okujjako kutuwa ekitangaala mu maaso nti omulimu gwe tukola ku ground osanga nammwe gye muli mugusiima era nga mugulaba.
I don't have much to say, but I think since you have come and you witness with your eyes what we are doing, I think you will be, or you are seeing it right now.
Okukola omulimu gw'obwannakyewa nga omulimu gwe tukola mu Starlight kiva ku mutima gwa muntu okutandika okugukola. Y'ensonga lwaki nti abantu nga mmwe tubafuna ate ne mutuyamba ne tutambulira wamu okulaba nga tusitula omutindo gw'abantu abalina obwetaavu.
So to do the voluntary work, it's not easy, joking subject, since it's not involved paying back or paid money, but people like you also helped a lot to see that we can implement what we are doing for others, and that is really great.
Era nja kusaba Mr. David nti kyakoze akitwale ife balese ku ground kituwadde okusoomozebwa kw'amaanyi okulaba nga twongeramu amaanyi era mwebaze nsabe ne Katonda amutambuze bulungi addeyo.
So David, I'm so pleased, and what you have did here to come and visit us, it's have also given us impression of trying to put more and more efforts in our work, that at least there are good guys out there like you who can appreciate whatever we have been doing. Thank you so much, and may the God bless your journey.
Thank you.
To your home.
Amanya gange Mr. David nze Maganda Alice. Treasurer Starlight family.
Treasurer Starlight family by names of Namaganda Alice.
Ndi musanyufu nnyo.
I'm so happy
olw'otukyalirako
to visit us,
okulaba biki bye tukola.
to see what we're really doing.
Sina bingi nnyo byakwogera naye nkwagaliza olugendo olulungi.
I don't have much to say, but what I can say, safe journey to home.
Thank you. And thanks for all the cooking. I really appreciated it.
And of course, I would like to say thank you so much to make me doing all this work I'm doing, you being my great supporters at the ground root. Then without you, I was meaningless and I would have been like a pointless. So by this humble time, allow me to call Mr. David to say something. And Mr. David, we have been waiting for you since years. Up to now, we have you. So thank you so much to respect our request.
Thank you. Well, I just want to say thank you for the work that you do. I know you all have busy lives and you have to make a living, and I appreciate that you set time aside for this project, this charitable project that helps the children. And it makes me feel that many years ago I planted a seed and now it has really grown into something big. Thank you.